Forge greatness, this is what you need. Next level marketplace with the NFT. Music, podcasts, movies, and more. Crypto games, take it to the next level for sure. Or system, or system. If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. Or system, or system. If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. To my movie makers and musicians, time to level up. Bring your content, even all my game developers. We got movie streaming, music streaming, so you wanna be in the mix. This ain't no big production company. Over 25,000 or users, yes indeed. Only charging 2.3% sales fee. Own all your music, all your games, own your future. Set your own terms. This is how you do it. You need or system, or system. If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. Or system, or system. If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. Let's go. Forge greatness. Woo.
The OR token is not a security. The OR token is not a stock. It is a video game token and is used for in-game purchases in OR-supported websites, video games, and the OR Forge NFT marketplace. No ownership guarantees a percentage of any ownership of OR Systems Inc., any video games, content, media productions, or other, until options are extended. OR Systems Inc. is a privately owned and operated organization that utilizes blockchain technologies and provides real-world value to the intrinsic video game currency. As such, please ensure you approach the OR token at your own discretion. No one involved in this video is a financial advisor.
Warriors.
What's up, Warriors?
As you can see, we're suspiciously missing Armando.
Armando less.
Armando less.
He just
Welcome,
decided.
Warriors.
He just decided he wanted to go do something else. We're on episode 82.
Eric, Sean, thank you for joining us.
The billions.
Episode 82.
The billions and billions.
What's up, John? What's up, Lucas? What's up, Jimmy? How you doing, Eric?
What's new these days? So anyway.
Hey, he's a tough act to follow, man.
Did I hear you say boy band review? Did someone say boy band review?
What is going on in the world of OR this week, Lucas?
Oh, a whole lot, man.
Yeah, man, that's good.
Setting it up, knocking it down. Everything's lining up really smoothly over countless opportunities that we've had to set things up. This is about as smooth and crisp as we can possibly align the stars. Everything is teed up, and we are sprinting at full steam, man, or full speed ahead, whatever you want to say, man. We're clicking on all cylinders, and it's working out well.
Right on.
Networking is great. We've got some in-person events coming up on the schedule. We'll share those with you once we get those details finalized. Follow us on all the socials. You're going to see some of that content start to be teased out. Really exciting times. Just all of it is just really lining up exquisitely. I don't know how to say it. It's weird. It doesn't really translate well to blocking and tackling. All the little things. Be good at the little things is what we always stress. And all of our little things have grown into, mid-size and big-size things, and now they're kind of coming to a point where we can start to exploit some of those opportunities a little bit more effectively. So we're really firing on to all cylinders, man. What about you guys? What's up in y'all's world?
Oh, work.
Yeah. Yeah.
New records and new music?
Oh, I mean, we're still working on that. Me and Eric, we still got to get together and finish all that. We'll probably get together next Tuesday with one of the bands. But yeah, we're doing the music with them.
Yep. Yeah, that's that'll be coming soon. We old time friend of our Jimmy and I, engineer that we know. We're going to be working with him soon. Pretty cool. He's already got some beats kind of laid out for Jimmy and I to do our thing over, and yeah, I'm excited. Got ideas, man.
Yeah, that preview track that he had sounded really great, man. It'll transition really well to the game.
Yeah.
Kind of helps tell our story a little bit more effectively. It really fits perfectly, man. So we're excited to make some gains in that conversation, so we can kind of set the rails for driving that train down the tracks, man. Really top notch stuff, man.
Yep. Kind of hard not to be inspired to do it too. Just to do it alone, just because Jimmy and I have been writing for a very, very long time. But watching the footage of the game just really grabs you. It's very engaging. Now, although I haven't. Yeah. Once I start playing a game, it'll be a different story. But watching you guys play that game is entertainment enough. I mean, just to watch the graphics and just how they develop and get better and better. So it's inspiring, man. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah,
to hear some of the stuff.
It is fun. We can't wait to get
really
you.
neat.
We can't wait to get you in there, Eric, so we can just murder you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, you don't know, man.
My kill death ratio up, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I've been sharpening my skills, man. I'm gonna come in like a bull shark. Make you guys really good. I'm gonna wipe everyone out.
I think so.
I'm your easiest target for sure. So
I could be bluffing though. I don't know. Maybe I could still be horrible. We don't know yet. I'm working on it.
maybe we'll have to do an internal tournament at some point.
Yes, internal tournament for sure. Let's see who's the best. It'll be Nick because I have cheat codes and stuff.
Oh man, we're gang up on that dude. We'll just gang up on him. He swears he isn't in there with his developer mode, but I got to tell you, man, he's awfully fast.
Oh, come on, man. You tell me if you weren't the dev on that thing on the back end, you'd have some like little loopholes and just passageways no one else knows about. Come on, man.
It just goes without saying. God mode.
Just throw that anti-cheat on him, bro.
Exactly.
Running around with that MG308 from the Ultimate package, just smoking everybody on the board.
Yeah, I'm sure he's already got that gun.
Yeah.
Hey, it's available.
We had that real gun. We had that real gun on our earlier podcast from Vet Connect. So if you guys don't know about it, that's another thing we were doing. Want to start a different place to bring some of that veterans-oriented content. So Sean and I host a midday lunchtime chat session about veterans connections, wellness, physical fitness, networking, just life in general post-transition.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man.
Absolutely. And today, in fact, we had one of our premier characters in the game. And
Who'd you have on?
I had Rick on, Rick Lamb.
Oh, you did? That's cool.
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
I'll like a light.
You gotta go check it out on the Vet Connect.
I will. I usually watch them after the fact, but
we were sitting there waiting for him to come on. It was just the beginning of the show. I read his bio and everything. And next thing you know, he pops on. His character, he's dressed in World War II garb, like authentic World War II garb, exactly like his character. And I'm like, wow, it was awesome. Had a great conversation, kind of around resiliency and a lot of other topics. Some reminiscent, some war stories, some fish stories. How they get bigger every time you tell them, kind of a thing.
Sure.
It was fun, though. It was great to reconnect with them, at least on the video level. Great stuff. Look forward to Vet Connect. Join us, next week.
Really fun chat.
Wednesday, 11 to 1.
And where's that?
Central Standard Time on
11 to 1
on our Twitch channel.
On the With Them Twitch channel.
Yep.
With Them channel for YouTube or for Twitch.
And what?
Simulcast.
Yep. Oh, you guys are doing that too? Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
So
we sometimes will host the audio in Discord to facilitate some discussions, interactions with participants on the show. So if you're a veteran interested in participating, check it out.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So tonight we're talking to Vasily Petrenko from Another World. It's another world, the way it looks to me.
The A is upside down, it looks like. And I was like,
yeah.
That's smart.
but I think that A is like a V because what do they do? They're VR, right?
VR, exactly. It's clever, very clever. I like those kind of things. Like that FedEx logo.
That's when you get clever with a logo like that.
No, it's smart.
I'm on their website right now. It's incredible looking.
Yeah, it looks like they do a lot. Like it looks like you can like get like a, if you really wanted like an entertainment center, it looks like they have plans for it there and stuff. You know, and
Yep.
like a VR entertainment center. It's pretty cool. Like a place open to the public. You know,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
I
would
like it.
be
Oh,
fun.
here. Looks like we got.
Hey,
How are you?
Hey, hello guys. I'm doing great.
Oh, we got somebody with us. Hey,
welcome aboard. How you
let
doing,
me get him
sir?
in here.
Yeah, doing just great. Yeah, thank you for inviting me here.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
just heard some few last words about something about virtual reality, so that's why I'm here, I suppose.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we just want to pick your brain about virtual reality a little bit.
Yeah, perfect timing.
Okay.
For starters,
Yeah, what-
the opening, your website looks beautiful. I'm a big sci-fi guy. I think a lot of us here are. So I love the aesthetic of it. The logo, very, very crafty. Who came
No,
up with the logo?
thank you.
I got to start with that too, if you guys don't mind.
Oh, thank you so much. Actually, that's a long story. Previously, our name of our company was different. So when we started this business, we did the other logo, the other name, and then to be honest, this exact logo, the logo only thing, is the thing that came with, for our company with the investor. So after 2 years of our company, we were looking for some investments, and we merged our company with the company of the investor. He had only one location in one city, and he wanted like, hey, let's make the rebranding and with our new logo and so on. And so we're like, okay, another world, we like it. So it sounds like something really international and so on. And yeah, we changed it to this way. So basically, logo is our investors kind of thing.
Nice.
The other, all the rest stuff is then the future, the websites, the games, and everything is our team. So yeah, kind of.
Vasily, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your background in this world?
Sure. So my personal experience is like around 9 years in the entertainment industry. Me and my friends, like 9 years ago, we decided like we want to play the business. After university, we're like, okay, let's start something. And we found this idea about escape rooms. So initially we did these classical escape rooms, not in VR, just building this thing where
Escape
where
room,
people
yeah.
are coming in, and playing.
Mhm.
We like that because we wrote different scenarios for, like we had some expertise, and we started with the escape rooms. At first, we opened our first one, and then people liked it so much, and the other guys saw our success, and they started calling us and like, hey, can we get your scenario? Can we get your puzzles and everything? And we opened the workshop. So we were doing the escape rooms for other people internationally. So we sold more than 500 projects all around the world.
Wow.
And that was in 2014. And 2016, we decided like, hey, we need some new product to offer our partners, like maybe to add something into the for the escape rooms, something fresh, something new. And this is how we came up with the idea with the VR. But everything that we tried, we didn't like. Those by that time it was very popular to run just a simple VR in the malls when you put on the headset and like riding the roller coaster or the skiing,
Sure.
some stuff like that. But the thing is that I didn't like that because it's kind of a fun experience of 2 minutes. But after that, you get like this dizziness and sickness for 2 hours and a headache. Because what you see in the headset is different from what you feel physically. Because in the headset, in the virtual reality, you're moving somewhere, but physically you're staying in one place, and you got this miscommunication with your brain, and you feeling dizzy. So we didn't like that at all. And for a year, like we forgot about this idea because like now VR is not what we're going to do. And then after a year, we met just our friends, and they were doing different VR and AR projects, but not in the entertainment field. And we decided like, okay, let's try something new. And we heard about this free roam possibility. When you are putting the headset on, free roam means that you're not limited with the wires. So you can walk through the whole space, and every movement that you make, like step, movement of your arm and leg, is repeated in the virtual reality, so you don't have this miscommunication with your brain. We tried it, and we're like, yeah, this is exactly what we want to make. And by that time, there were few big companies on the market, but to start their arena, to start their franchise, you have to, invest like $500,000 of dollars to open one arena. And we're like, okay, can we make it more affordable for business owners, more so that any guy in any small city start this business? So, and in this case, this cool VR, new level VR, will be affordable for people all around the world. So instead of selling it for $500,000, we made a solution that we were selling for $50,000. So like 10 times less.
Yeah.
And in this case, everybody could afford it, open this arena in their city, and we're like, yeah, seems like we did it well. And this is how we started. And by now, my company, Another World, so we have 180 locations all around the world.
Nice.
In 31 countries. And yeah, we are looking forward to expand in the United States and Canada. This is our main focus right now. So not so many locations there right now, around 15 in the United States and like 6 or 7 in Canada.
Where's the company based out of? Your company?
The company incorporated in Delaware, but as I said, we are working worldwide. So
worldwide. So there's multiple people all over the world, right? Okay.
Yeah. We have partners like in U.S., Canada, in Europe, in India, in some Middle East countries, in Australia. So we are widespread.
Very cool.
So basically, we just do the Google. People find our website. They think the same as you said, like, wow, looking cool. Like, I want to know more about franchise. They are calling us and like, hey. So sometimes they are coming to try it on our locations. They like it, and
that's
want to
cool.
open it there. So. Mm-hmm.
So, what is your favorite type of video game, and why? Like, what would be your favorite type?
Me personally, different. I like sports simulators just because I'm a lot into sport. So this soccer or whatever. I like RPGs or like different types. Something new, something fresh is coming out. We are trying that.
For sure.
We have to, because in virtual reality maybe there are not so many type of contents, just because it's hard to implement everything what we have on Xbox or PlayStation. We cannot put all of those types into the VR because it's a little bit of limitation, because in VR you need to use the possibilities of the VR to make it beautiful, to make it just something that you are looking around when you are the main character. So it's hard, again, to make those sports simulators in the VR, because if we add, again, we cannot make the movement too much movements in the VR, because again, you will feel dizziness. So it's only this kind of a stories. So that's why our games, what we are creating, is more about, we are mostly making shooters, so that people are, taking guns and going to compete with their friends, or either shooting zombies and aliens. But as I said, as a profession, me and my software engineers and our game designers, we are trying all of the different types of the games.
Of course.
Just not everything we could put into the virtual reality after all of the ideas, but a lot of the mechanics that we are using, ideas, we are of course taking from the best games that we like, from the just common PlayStation or whatever PC game.
Cool. Yeah. If there were anything that's emerging in the VR arena or domain that's coming out shortly, do you have any exposure? What do you think the next game for VR will really resonate with the audience?
I could tell you our plans and ideas. I can tell you a little bit of story how we were evolving. So after we did this project, we've reduced the cost. So basically what we did, initially those arenas that were existing when we started this business, they were using this hardware, which is called OptiTrack, and only this hardware was the cost was around like $200,000.
Wow.
Just to make this VR, just to track the people in the virtual reality. When we started this, the HTC Vive Pro headset was released, so we reduced the cost to $20,000 for the hardware. So basically, this was our main thing where we reduced the cost like 10 times. But it was limited with only 4 people. Then after that, the Oculus Quest headset was released. So we reduced all the backpacks. So we run our games on a headset hardware. So we don't use the PCs. So again, we are reducing the cost of the hardware. But the thing is that we need to process all of our games on the headset hardware, which is pretty not so powerful as a gaming PC, right? But we found the how to optimize the software. But with these headsets, we came to the idea that we can put up to 10 players in one game. Right now, we can put up to 20 players in one game.
Wow.
So just imagine 2
Yeah.
teams, like 10-10.
Yeah.
Usually it's less. Usually it's like 5-on-5, like, in common cybersport. But we can put up to 20 players in one game, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we need a bigger arena, but it's just fun. You're all playing together. So 5 of us, we can get into virtual reality, put the headsets, we will see each other, and we will run there and compete, I don't know, in a deathmatch mode or
That's cool.
team versus team. So yeah, it could be really fun. By the way, we can do that actually on different locations. So you can be in New York, I could be in LA, and we can compete arena versus arena. So we are doing that. So, and we were evolving this way. Like first game we did was PvE, player versus environment, so we were shooting zombies. But then we found out that PvP, player versus player, is something more interesting because people are coming back. Like, those Fortnite thing, when people wanna, play the same game, but because they are competing with their friends, it's fine. So this is how we were involving. So we were trying to find the things, the ideas that people will like more players, like playing against each other, like playing against other cities, making a tournament. Right now, our partners are asking for different type of content, like for kids. There are not so many kids content in this field, again, because not all of the mechanics you can implement into the VR. And that's why we're searching how to make it interesting for kids also. Because maybe it might be not a great idea, to do the common shooting game for kids, because shooting and kids, that's not a great thing. So, but different mechanics when kids are also will be having fun in VR, also possible. But my final maybe goal, or I don't know, whatever, what we are looking for is to find some connections with the big companies, with the great IPs, like, I don't know. Okay, I can mention like Disney or I don't know, Universal Studios or whatever, something like that, and sign with them and make a game so that it will be, pretty famous in terms of the IP and based on some kind of a movie or cartoon, whatever. And I think that will be our next goal for the next years, to make a game, something like that.
So Vasily, you mentioned, kind of competitive play between sites. Do you have an esports league set up, or are you into esports in the VR side of town? And what game do you play kind of competitively?
Not right now. We are working on that. First of all, we are working on the ranks and rating system for our both type of the games, PvE and PvP. And we're implementing that. So basically, players, when they shoot at some zombies, they're like, oh, okay, that's cool. But also, how many headshots you did, how many times you died, all of that statistics we have. So we are adding that for all of our partners. It will be one ranking system. We are thinking about making. So we already tried it at some of our cities. Yeah, that's our games. That's some of our content. So we already tried to make some tournaments at some of our arenas. So some locally. So it's just 10, 20, whatever amount of companies are coming, they're registering as different teams and they're playing against each other. And then we have like one champion in this city. And then, yes, we have a plans to make it worldwide so that the champions from different city, can compete to each other. The only thing with the VR, to be honest, that's completely true. It's still hard to call it like the exact esport, because esport should be very, very precise, very accurate, very like all the game design should be very balanced and everything. But sometimes again, VR is still more about the fun, so it's hard to make it very, very accurate at some points and very balanced. So we don't call it like esport yet, but as a competition, as still some ranking system, yes, we are working on that. And as I said, so ranking system in PvP games like player versus player is very, very easy. You just play with your competitor, you won, you're higher. In PvE, it's also pretty clear. So the more zombie you killed during the game, the better you are. So yeah, but we are adding that to our website, so all of our players could see their rank a little bit later. So we have the system we just implemented to our website right now.
We've got a local VR establishment near my house, and my daughter and I go when they have tournaments, and it's similar small scale stuff, 4 and 5 player teams to kind of get in and do those things.
Mhm.
Really interesting. It's fun to watch the kids get involved with it, and just kind of watch competition kick in. I like competitive.
Yeah,
opportunities
as I
like that.
said, we even tried this feature of playing arena versus arena. So as I mentioned, like LA versus New York, that we were like, whoa, East versus
That's
West.
pretty cool.
The only problem, again, we're always as soon as we are making this franchise story or call it anyway, we are very dependent on our partners. And sometimes, even though, as I said, we are trying to make it affordable for all of our partners to start this business, partner in New York could open the arena of 2,000 square feet, right? He found a big space and blah, 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 like very cool square space. But the partner in LA found 1,000 square feet, and it's not a square, it's a rectangular or whatever, right? And in this case, the arenas are different. And to make a competition between them, we need to make some limitations so that it would be the same. Because, as I said, we are about free roam VR, and all the movement. So basically, like the arena to play against each other should be the same. So you see, it's not even a technical problem; it's a physical problem.
Right.
But we have to
Standardized.
have some exactly. We have to have some standards, because you cannot play, I don't know, basketball or soccer on a different field. One team is playing on a smaller field than the other.
Right.
So the same in our case. But we are searching for some solutions, for some standards, and but still, what we are looking for. This is just one of the options. This is a fun thing, esport, call it anyway. Tournaments. Okay, we're doing it locally, but for the future, what we are looking for is to make a lot of the locations, to make, as I said, VR available for everybody. This is kind of our mission, for our company. Future of entertainment available for everybody in any city, in any country.
Definitely the future. It's definitely the future.
It's just VR. I read some article that only like 2% of the people tried or even like heard about VR. So like not so many people knows about that. So we want to make it affordable. And after we open, I don't know, 1,000, 2,000, thousands of locations all around the world, we could become something like VR cinemas, not only the arenas,
Sure.
but because we contacted with guys who are providing educational content in VR. Some other game design studios, we are in contact with them, so we can implement other content to our arenas and so on. Maybe that's our goal in the future, to add different content and become something more than just arena. But
therapeutics. I mean, the opportunities don't are limitless. You know, the immersive environments that you can put people in, you can do great molecular things.
Exactly. Some medical, some training. If it's a complicated professions like I don't know, you can train whatever, like pilot of the airplane or I don't know, some safety
they
rules
were teaching surgery, like when they were teaching surgery when somebody was teaching surgery with it. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, if it's real, if you're doing it in VR and it's exactly like a body, I mean, it's perfect. Then how can you go wrong? I guess, right? I mean,
exactly. Or we can.
That sounded funny, didn't it?
Anything could go wrong, possibly.
Anything go wrong.
We can draw a building of I don't know, big manufacturer or whatever, and train like just simple workers. If it's a fire alarm, how to get out of there, because we are for own VR, so they can run from there. So we need also something like that. So the possibilities are great. Just right now, we are more into gaming. We love gaming. We love entertainment. Sure. This is, as I said, we're almost 10 years on this market, and this is what we are doing for our partners, for our customers. We are trying to make the best VR gaming in this market right now.
It sounds like you're doing a good job too. We're gonna take a real quick commercial, and we're gonna come back. Sure. I got a couple more questions for you, and yeah, we'll be right back.
Okay.
War is not just about physical battles. It takes a toll on the minds and souls of those who have been deployed to combat zones. The memories, the trauma, and the emotional scars can last a lifetime. But what if there was a way to start a conversation about mental health among military veterans who have gone through similar challenges? Introducing WithThem.co, a cutting-edge gaming project that pairs gameplay with IoT-enabled smart devices to collect data to help provide more detailed care. WithThem.co is an innovative project that combines gaming technology with mental health awareness. The game is designed for gamers and military veterans who have deployed to combat zones. By sharing stories of other veterans who go through similar challenges, WithThem.co hopes to start a dialogue about mental health. WithThem.co is not just a game, it is a platform for veterans to connect, to share their experiences, and to get the support they need. With the help of IoT-enabled smart devices, WithThem.co collects data to help provide more detailed care. WithThem.co is more than just a gaming project. It is a community of veterans, gamers, and mental health professionals who are working together to make a difference. Join the WithThem.co community today and be a part of the movement to raise awareness about mental health among military veterans. Together we can fight, and together we can heal.
And we are back with our guest, Vasily from another world.
Yeah.
Teach us a little bit about VR and what they do.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, we'll jump right back in with a couple more questions we have here. This is really interesting stuff. Love it.
Absolutely.
Eric, you up, man?
Yeah.
Hit it, Eric.
I was going to ask, what can the audience expect? What kind of experience can they expect from accessing another world arena?
The good question. So basically, as I said about the history of how we evolved our content, we have two types of games. So, and that's a fun story. We were just during the pause, we were discussing how it's emotional and how can you can believe that you are in the headset, like, wow, it looks so real. The one type of the content we have is when you're playing all together in one team and you have to survive the zombie apocalypse, or you're in a spaceship and you have to kill some aliens. But there is a flow of the story. It's like a campaign when you're playing a game on PC. So there is a scenario, like some plot and some story. And the thing is that this zombie game that we did the very first game, it is very emotional in terms of it's very scary. So at one moment the whole light turns off and you have only the flashlight on your gun, and you're like, and zombies are still attacking you, but you cannot see all of them, so you just point on them, and like it's very emotional. And I remember when we were testing it for the first times, and I invited my parents to test the game, and my mom was playing and screaming and swearing like I've never heard before.
Wow.
So it was so emotional. So, and people, like adults, like kids from 10 years old, adults for like 70 years old, they are trying that and like screaming. We have a lot of videos on our YouTube channel. How people are, emotional and like just shouting and screaming. But the other type, once I remember we invited a guy from other city to that was at the very beginning. And he's like 50 years old guy, very serious, and he tried this our first game, shooting zombies, and he's like, okay, shooting zombies with the poker face, like no emotions, no. We're like, okay, the meeting goes pretty like really wrong, so he don't like our concept, like something, we need to do something. And we're like, okay, let's switch the game, he finished this one, he's like, okay, I got it, and let's try the other one, let's try the PvP, player versus player. So other graphics, other mechanics, so we need to compete. We launched this one and we were playing together and we were shooting each other, competing this thing. And this 50-year-old guy started playing like a kid. He was running, jumping, sitting, crawling, laughing, screaming again. And we were like, what happened? How did it happen? And after he finished, he's like, yeah, I like it so much. It turned out that he's like just a professional sportsman in the past, and he's very competitive. After we started this game where he needs to compete like with me or with other guys who were playing, he started doing like crazy. He started like, as I said, like even crawling, like, doing this type of thing, like, so people are different. So that's why we have different types of content, and especially, I don't know, people are coming. So usually the booking session is like half an hour. That's kind of a standard in virtual reality format on this market. And when people are coming, they are just choosing the game that they want to play. If it's a PvP, they can play different maps for different rounds, like 5 to 10 minutes playing like one round, then taking a rest for 1 minute, because not rest from the virtual reality, rest because they were running for 10 minutes straight away. And then after they can, start the next round. But sometimes people are buying like few hours at our arena if they are coming with a big group, or if they have a birthday party or a corporate event. So in most of our arenas, we have a party room where they can sit, have a rest, bring their drinks, cake, whatever. And they are booking for a few hours. And as I said, with our free roam VR, you're not feeling this dizziness. So you're feeling okay. Yeah, you might be tired a little bit after a few hours in virtual reality, because still the screens are pretty close to your eyes. But in general, people are booking for like 3 hours and they are playing straight away, and they are trying these different types of content. And as I said, people are choosing what they like the most, either shooting zombies all together or either competing. In general, they are trying this PvE content, player versus environment, at first. So killing some zombies, getting more emotions, and then they're trying to compete with each other. And then after, like, if we are playing together, after I lost you, I'm like, oh no, I need to make one more round because I want to beat you. And that's just, they cannot stop. Like, okay, no, we need to compete one more round. So this is the types of the content that we have.
So I'm interested in the franchise model that you spoke about earlier. So if somebody wants to get involved with the franchise here in the US, how does that process kind of go? And then sort of what does that come with? Is it the training and the equipment and the setup, or how's that kind of go?
Yeah, basically, people are coming to our website or our social medias. They leave a request, and our managers are contacting them, and we provide all the info. We provide the info during the first call. Mostly, we are asking the story of the potential clients, potential partner. We call all of our clients partners because they are becoming our partner, our franchisees. On the second call, we launched the Zoom and we show them videos, how the location looks like. We show them the presentation about all the product. Basically, what we provide. Yeah, that's a good question because our product, again, evolved from just a simple game to this big package that we provide. The only thing that we don't provide is the hardware because the hardware that we are using is we are not the hardware company, so we are the software company more. They can get the hardware locally, so PC in any Best Buy store. But the thing is that we have the list of the needed hardware with all the links, like this you need to buy here, 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 and there. So they just need to click buy on Amazon or whatever, and they get that. It's just easier and simpler for them, to get the equipment in one day than for us to ship it to all over, because as I said, we work all over the world.
And just maintaining that inventory really wouldn't be
yeah. Or if something happened, if I don't know, game master or guests broke one of the headsets, it will be easier for them just to replace it faster. It happened. I can tell you some stories about that. It's rare, but yeah, we'll tell about that in the future. About the franchising, again, we have a really big package. So we have, as I said, training and education for how to hire people, how to educate people, with all the scripts, how to call people, how to call the guests. We have all the marketing kits, like how to run the social medias with all the photos, videos. We have the website, we have the booking system, CRM system. We have so many features. So all you need is just we sign the contract and we will teach you how to run this business. Just yesterday, we did, so we are doing the meetings with our partners. So when we are sharing our experience, we are giving them, like, as I mentioned, like, here is the script, how to call the guests. You need to do this, and that, and this will increase your conversions. This will increase your sales. This will increase your revenue. So, and you will become a good businessman. So basically, we teach people how to run the business. And as I said, so sometimes we get the calls from existing VR centers or big business owners who have some experience in the previously. But a lot of calls we get from people from small cities who don't know business at all. They want to start something like it will be their first experience in the business. And for those people who have all that stuff to help them build a business that will not, be their wasting of money and time. So yeah.
Just a quick follow up on that. So so if I was to be a first year owner, when can I expect to kind of recoup my initial investment? Is that 1 year, 2 year kind of a plan, or I guess it really depends on location a lot, but what are kind of the expectations for the franchise model?
Yeah, that's completely true. What you said about it depends on the location, depends how big it is. Some of our partners, they are building building location with 2 arenas at the same time, and maybe add an additional simple VR attractions, like few headsets for a single VR thing, or some other stuff. We also have these options. But in general, I would say that right now, we found a way. So we are helping our partners with the marketing even before they open the location. So they started the ads and commercials even before they open the doors for the clients. So by now, like their revenue more than their expenses starting from the first month. So after you open, you might be profitable from the first month if you do everything correctly. That's the first thing. But you get the payback period, so you're getting the money back from what you're invested. In average, I would say it's 8 to 12 months. So in 1 year, you can get all of the investments back, and you can, as I said, you're becoming profitable. if we're talking about margin, again, if you're following all the instructions, if you're investing into marketing, because we just after it's still about franchise. We are dependent on our partners. Sometimes partners are good, sometimes they're weak. Let me call it this way. And
opportunity for improvement.
yeah, exactly. And I'm calling our partners, and I'm getting some research about like where do you marketing? Like, do you use the digital marketing? Like, do you do Google AdWords? Do you do Instagram? It was the time when we were not helping with that, and like I got the answers like, no, I didn't do the digital marketing. I didn't do Google. And my first question like, okay, how do you get clients? And okay, I do Google AdWords. Okay, how much money do you invest in Google? $100 a month. Like, seriously? So we have some partners who are investing like thousands of like, I don't know, $3,000, $4,000 into just Google advertising. But the thing is that they get like 20, 30, 40,000 K in revenue from that Google advertising. So it really depends. And but as I said, in general, if we take some average numbers, the margin is, I would say, like 40-50% is the profit from your revenue. So, but basically the main expenses in this business is the rent, the workforce, so your game masters, your managers who are on the location, and the marketing. So you just don't need to forget about that. But if you are investing into marketing, you are doing good in terms of revenue. So, and you will have the 50%. If we are talking about revenue possibilities, again, we have basically we have three types of the clients here. So we divide it like that. The good locations that are earning 10K and much more a month, from 5K to 10K. Those are I know what you call it in US, like moms and pops business, right? So people who are working themselves on the location, so it's some kind of all the profit is their salary at the location. So for them to earn like even like 6, 7, 8K a month is okay, because they will 2K and I don't know, 3, 4K they will pay the expenses, and 4K that they have is just their salary. Okay, for me, it's not kind of a good type of business, because the business is when you just take the money and that's it, your profit. You're not doing anything. You have the workers, and we have such locations. So yeah, we have different type of partners, but the good numbers are when you have at least 1,000 players a month. And if we count average check for the per player, so average ticket is $30 for this type of experience. In some states, it could be 25. In some states, like California, it could be 40, 45 on the weekends. So, but in average, if it's $30, then 1,000 people will bring you revenue of $30,000.
Sure.
And it's absolutely normal numbers, because we have some partners who are doing 2,000 clients per month, so 2,000 players. The record, I think, was from one arena, 2,002 or 2,200 or 2,300 players per month, and it is possible.
Yeah.
So we have some good franchisees who opened the second and the third arenas after they started this business. So we have one guy with 5 arenas already.
Wow.
Yeah, we have one guy. He is from CIS, from Uzbekistan, not a very wealthy country, but he opened the first location, and this location earned more money than some of our US partners. So he's doing really good marketing, even though their ticket is like 5 times less than the US, our US based partners. But he's doing really good. He's opening the second location right now.
Nice.
And he's looking for some possibilities to open in Emirates. So from Uzbekistan to Emirates, because there are so much money in there.
Yeah,
and he wants to
so
open,
much money.
for Arabic countries. He want to open the location in there, and he's collecting money right now to open the third arena there. So
Nice.
this is some kind of a success story for from the guy from small country. You see, small country with not so much possibilities, but he's doing really good.
That's really smart, though. He's
What?
experimenting with this. You bet.
What a fun 10 years this trip has been for you, I bet, man.
Yeah,
Where do you
thank
see where do you see things in the next 10 years? You know.
As I said, we have some plans about. So first of all, right now we are concentrating on a gaming, VR gaming entertainment. This is where our expertise are coming from. This is where we know the market. And as I said, there are so many countries left. There are so many. We have only 20 locations in North America. So we need to, and we want like at least 1,000 there. So the goal for the next 2 or 3 years is to make 1,000 locations in the United States. That's for sure. That's the first thing. After that, that's just going in parallel. What we want to do is, of course, we are evolving our product. We are always improving our games, adding some new features in our existing games, creating some new content, new titles. But also, we, as I said, wanted to have contact with some big companies and make just the same game that, in terms of mechanics that we have, but with some big IPs, so that it will be win-win situation for them. They will have some content in VR. For us, it will be well-known IPs, so that we can share with people. Like, who doesn't want to play as a Avengers or some other Marvel superheroes in virtual reality? Why not? That would be cool for everybody. So this type of thing, and then maybe in the future to come to these VR cinemas ideas, where we can provide different type of content, not only the games, but as I say, maybe educational, maybe. But that's just the idea. Maybe who knows when, after 5 years, where we'll come from. So.
Well, we should thank you for coming on tonight. We wish you the very best. We've got some ideas that we want to talk about offline with you, about some of the things we're doing. We're a gaming company also, so when you start to blend ideas, sometimes you turn into something completely and totally new. So it was a great pleasure having you on tonight. Thank you so much for coming and spending some time with us, and we look forward to talking to you going forward in the future.
Yeah, thank you guys for inviting me. That was really cool. So. Yeah, I hope you like the content, and your viewers also.
Absolutely.
Great conversation. Thanks so much for adding to our content. We really appreciate your time.
Okay. Thank you guys for inviting, and we'll keep in contact.
Is there an arena in Chicago? Because I want to check this out.
Just give me some time. I can check the list of our partners in the United States, and I will send you the nearest for you.
Let Mark know, or Otter.
Yeah. I will send you the list of their locations.
Beautiful. Thank you. I'd love to check it out.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for your time, buddy.
You too. Bye-bye.
Yo, that was pretty interesting. I'd really like to check his stuff out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the VR is a really neat concept. We've had the PS4 VR and the Oculus at the house. The
Oh, really?
Can't get enough of it. Well, the dog chewed the PlayStation cord up, so that pretty much put it
no.
Hence the Oculus, I mean, we'll upgrade at that point. They love it. It's really fun.
Yeah, I can imagine. I've not really immersed myself too much in this. I think maybe I've tried it, but it was a while ago, and I don't think it was like what it is now.
Bro, you got to check it out.
I do.
When I strap that Oculus on and get those earbuds going, it's like you're in there.
Like, what's your peripheral vision like? Does it come around here so you can see, like, if you're like looking this way, like, your peripheral?
If I put them on right, I don't really have any peripheral. I'm there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's what I was worried about. Is it like straight ahead, or do you have like a wide angle? You know what I mean, like a peripheral.
You got a decent field of view. It's not like that. So you kind of have to pan.
Okay.
And what I can't get used to is the fact that you actually have to look, right? So in some of the games, and the kid's got a medical simulator, not like surgery, like you were talking about, but like a learning kind of a thing. But you have to look, and then you got the two controllers in your hand that allow you to point and touch and click and do whatever the case might be.
Weird. It's amazing how you trick the brain. Like you were saying, your heart was racing when you. I mean, because I'm afraid of heights, so you put me on something like that, I'm gonna be freaking out.
It's gonna be awesome, though.
That feeds perfectly into what we're doing with them. Like that,
Yep.
that immersive content where you can really control the environmental impacts on the individual gamer.
Yeah.
It's gonna get to the point where you'll be able to code a game for somebody's issue that they're having that they need help with through AI, and that'll be a form of like medicinal interventions. Is to go to relive story X with a different outcome to train your brain to think about it different, man. Really, really neat stuff.
Yeah, I'd say.
It's interesting to see where it's all going, man. It's where I think it's headed. That's a great concept too.
Well, I think VR is the next horizon when it comes to kind of reprogramming your brain for a lot of things. So it's an interesting conversation.
It's gonna be a metaverse. The whole thing. You wake up and put your glasses on and just go walk the whole day with that thing on your head.
Yeah. Exactly.
Do your job and everything.
There's some really interesting companies out there. One of them's called Immacula. I think I've talked about this before, but they have a contact lens, and it's supposed to be for people. It's a medical application for people who have detached retinas and things like that. But it's a contact lens that you put in, and then you just wear what look like regular sunglasses over the top of it. It's not IPO'd yet. They've been taking investment for, I don't know, years now. But when that comes out, I think that's a game changer, man. Because it's the big old clunky, crazy headset that you can't see through now turns into something where you have a mixed reality kind of a thing. You have the immersion, but if you want to look through it, you can look through it. I'm like, okay. So you start talking about that AR versus VR type of experience. Now you put somebody in the jungle gym, maybe with some real obstacles, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This thing turns into something completely new.
Or you could check your email in your eye.
Yeah.
Well, maybe a tap on your forehead or click your teeth together or something.
Wink once.
Like Black Mirror, where they could like record in the contact lens.
Yeah.
I've been watching those. It's a good show.
Yeah, it's a great
really
show.
neat.
Black Mirror.
I'm excited, man. Tech is scary in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it is.
We talked about the AI quite a bit, and there's a fear factor involved in everything that we don't know about. But I'm excited. Who knows what's going to happen in our lifetime?
You guys mind if I throw out a recommendation on a Black Mirror episode that deals with VR? It's a little bit more of an extreme playtest, and it's with Kurt Russell's son Wyatt Russell.
Okay.
Playtest. Awesome episode.
I'll have to look that one up. I don't remember the names of the episodes.
I was bad with it, except that one really, really stood out. So, plus,
Okay.
You're talking Eric Siskel, though.
Yeah.
Eric Ebert.
Right. Yeah.
Still trying to get Eric nailed down on that whole other genre of shows, man.
Oh yeah, man. I'm excited for that one.
It's coming.
Well,
Yeah.
Eric and Jimmy review the movies.
Yep.
The Cannes. Hey, we'll have to go to the Cannes Film Festival.
What'd you think of that? What'd you think of that movie, Jimmy?
Whatever.
A little between two ferns.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's a great one, Zach. That's a great one.
Right on. Well, it looks like this one's a wrap, gentlemen.
Yeah, that was a quick one.
Just about, I mean, we had to talk with somebody different this time, which was nice.
I can't believe we survived the whole episode without our Armando.
Yeah.
Oh, Armando Dangerous.
Armando Dangerous.
He's over there shouting out in the YouTube channel. Nobody. Everybody's like, "You dead?"
It was doing, "What's up, Sean? What's up, Eric? What's up, Lucas? What's up, Jimmy?"
For all the warriors watching, the millions watching now, and the trillions that'll watch later.
And no simulcast all over the world via Twitch.
Hey, buddy, we miss you. I hope the review went good there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hurry back.
Well,
All right, gents.
well, what do you guys say?
That's all right.
I'm it, man. I'm good.
You gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell out of here.
Dinner?
Yeah, I gotta eat myself.
Yeah,
You can eat yourself.
7 p.m. is kind of a bad time for a podcast, I guess, because we just all miss our dinner every Wednesday.
Yeah, right. That's all right. It was worth it, man. This was always great to see you guys.
That's always fun.
Always good. Great to see you, gents.
All right, boys. I guess we'll wrap it up then.
Next week
Thanks,
on,
Ken.
Warrior Hour.
Take it easy, guys. Peace, warriors of billions and billions watching at home. Peace.
Vader 05, this is Honcho 23 on guard. I'm overhead your position, descending down.
Happiness, you will feel regret, you will feel sadness. At the end of the day, you will continue to breathe. Fight! Gonna go!
Alzheimer's, bro.